Mayor and Board, at a previous meeting, a citizen under public comments inquired as to the possibility of twice a week garbage pickup during especially hot summer months. Staff has studied the possibility and has found that twice a week garbage pickup on various weeks in the summer would require an addition of 3 part-time employees with benefits and an additional truck that is in need of repair. The logistics for these pickups would be extremely difficult. As a result, due to the difficulty and additional costs for which we have no reserve to offset, I cannot recommend these additional pickups to the board at this time. Also, at a previous meeting, a resident asked the board to be mindful that the use of synthetic drugs was a growing problem in many communities, and their possible sale could be taking place in Millington. The manager identified the state law prohibiting such materials and sales and has advised the police department accordingly. The police chief has advised that the police are actively investigating and pursuing arrests of possible offenders. I have received a quote for an MTAS comprehensive management review. The estimated cost is $20,000 to $25,000. Due to the cost and because I feel comfortable with performing this function myself at this time, I cannot recommend this expenditure in this process, especially in view of current budget conditions. As the summer months approach, the manager will be directing codes enforcement and building inspection to be much more aggressive regarding structural problems and debris, as this is the time of the year when these problems begin to manifest themselves more often. The city manager, the mayor, and staff have begun coordination meetings for the air show that is scheduled in September. City manager would also like to welcome aboard the city's new corporate counsel, Mr. Perkins, and the manager and his staff looks forward to his counsel and a productive work relationship. Mr. Perkins and I met for almost 2 hours this afternoon and reviewed current issues and cases affecting the city of Millington. I want to inform the board that the city manager plans to be absent this week on Thursday and Friday. I'll be traveling back to Illinois to check my house and submit my federal income tax. And my home also has an open house scheduled for this weekend. Mayor and board, we have begun the budgeting process for the next fiscal year. Our first step, which was completed as late as today, this afternoon, was to forecast year-end balances for revenues and expenditures. The result of the year-end balance forecast is not positive. Section 9.08 of the city charter requires the city manager and the finance director to report to the board any anticipated deficits. The forecast revealed that revenues are expected to experience a shortfall of $598,550. In addition, after amendments for Veteran Parkway construction have been made, the budgeted use of fund balance for current year CIP will increase from $574,826 to $1,588,840. On a positive note, expenditures for all departments are generally within or under budget. And the city manager would like to commend the department heads and their supervisors for managing their departments thus far this year very efficiently. The net effect of expenditure reductions is about $248,000. This leaves us with projected expenditures exceeding projected revenues by $350,045. This is the projected deficit in the general fund. The sheets that have been handed out to you by Inspector Coleman are the detail sheets for the board's review, which have been prepared by the Finance Director Trustee. In addition to the general fund, the following funds are also projected to end the year with deficits. And these funds are water, sanitation, DEA, state drug, and stormwater. Director Trustee and I anticipate that the board may wish to schedule a work session to discuss methods to address the anticipated deficit for the current fiscal year and to discuss relevant issues to the budget for next year and the budget overall. I will suggest Tuesday, March 12 as a possible work session date, as the board already has a meeting scheduled for Monday with the Planning Commission. This additional time will allow Director Trustee the time to make the worksheets that the board will ultimately look at and review as accurate as possible. In the meantime, with the board's permission, I would like to instruct the staff that there should be a freeze on any new hires or equipment purchases in the general fund and street department. And I would also like to suggest cessation of work on any current or new CIP projects, with the only exception being Veterans Parkway, which we sorely need to complete. That completes my report. Can I answer any questions?
So are you suggesting that the work that was going to be done to widen Church Street be ceased at this point in time?
I think the all should be put on hold temporarily, board member.
I agree.
My question is, would that also include money that's already been set aside for work
Yes.
because of potential cost overrun?
Well, it's because it could very well make the current deficit picture even worse before year end.
I think that's a good move.
Any other questions?
Actually, not related to the financial picture. I received an email today from a citizen that I was hoping you could address. Their question was who had authorized new red light cameras in Millington, and I wasn't aware of any, and I was hoping you could address that.
There are no new red light cameras in Millington. There are some cameras at certain intersections, such as Veteran Parkway, that have been installed for traffic control. They literally sense the fact that a vehicle is in line, and it activates the traffic signals.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
What did that cost?